Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
The best players the NFL has to offer on one stage. The AFC NFC Pro Bowl underway here in Vegas. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out comes the NFC for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, and came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier.
Down. Out of the gun, Goff. Pressure, and the AFC gets to him for the sack. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Goff now looks to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and an AFC touchdown.
I have to believe that in a Pro Bowl situation, you know, we talk about these defensive backs during the season, that they're educated gamblers. They take the education out of it. They just go for the football here. Hey, try and make a big play, and if you get one, you really look terrific in this game.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 AFC. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So now we'll get our second look in this game at the NFC offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago. Through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Jefferson going to go in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Well, the pressure gets home, and the AFC comes up with a sack. Chris Jones drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Back deep to return is Marvin Mims. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the AFC will take over 1st and 10. So here comes the AFC for their opening drive.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball while there are others.
30. And all the way in for the touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, 60 yards. And the AFC strikes quickly there for 6. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The offense for the NFC back out there. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 2nd down, here's Goff. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Goff now looking to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he scored lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Extra point now by Boswell. And it is now 21-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. He's had a pretty miserable first half. The pick 6 a moment ago, the second one he's thrown, and we're not to halftime yet. In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And nothing to speak of there after the catch as they get him right to the ground at the 37. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Lamb will go in motion. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Here's Jack Fox now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded at about the 28. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for the AFC. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awful. 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Flushed out right. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And he is caught, powering his way forward. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Escaping the pressure right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Looking to throw. Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in here by Chase. So we have hit halftime of the Pro Bowl. All right, so we skip the rest of halftime and get set for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The AFC offense set to take in. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown. Jerry Judy. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Wouldn't be the Pro Bowl without the QBs taking some shots, and that shot paid off.
He understood, I don't know if it's instinctively or if he did his homework, that you do take your shots, as you said, in this game, because the payoff is terrific. We will remember how many touchdown passes you throw. I don't think we ever recall how many interceptions you throw in a game like this.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it is 28-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the corner. 6-yard line just across the 25. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. And here now the punter, Fox, as he sends us. Well, more problems defensively. The face mask adds 15 yards.
And this has really been an undisciplined team. We've seen them make a lot of mistakes similar to this. It's a big reason why they're down so big on the scoreboard.
Flush to his right. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. Jerry Judy, 52 yards. And the AFC just continues to pour it on. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody don't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. And the NFC punt team out there now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's taken to the 26. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. This is caught inside the 15. And touchdown. Jerry Judy. 65 yards. And the AFC able to stretch that big lead even further. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
The AFC coming to the line. They'll go for 2 here. Allen will try to throw for it. Steps away to his left. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
The NFC offense heading back onto the field. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for them here in this second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because scoreboard.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. Jerry Judy. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it.
Space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line. Rolling out.
The offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Goff. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And the NFC punt team out there now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Taken in at the 22. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Goff. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. This offense on 3rd down today, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And this one is right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The AFC offense making their way back out. I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do go and get more, oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake, because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 5. Again, it's Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards, a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the AFC with the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Henry up the middle. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. Inside handoff, Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Award that tackle for loss to the safety, Budda Baker. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory.
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game.